Hello and welcome. What we have here is a 1988 Warrior Barefoot competition ski boat paired with a 1988, I think it's a Johnson 200 horsepower outboard. So, yeah. So this isn't a cross flow. This is a loop charged. It's also a loop charged with power steering or hydraulic steering. Makes the steering extremely easy moving a motor this big. Let's get the hood off for the first time and see what we're dealing with. All right, at a glance, it's all there. Looks like our idle knob has seen better days. It's a little broken, or idle adjust, I guess you'd call it. Pretty dusty, not mint, I'd say. Blue spark plug wires. That's a thing people do. CDI Powerpack. Otherwise, it looks decently original. This should have a VRO pump on it, but it has been removed and replaced with one of those things. So yeah, that's happening. Otherwise, yeah, it's, I don't know, pretty normal looking. Customer says that it idles out of the water, but you put it in the water and it doesn't. So we're going to do a spark and compression test on it and see what it does. Battery should be charged, so let's make sure the starter can spin it over okay. Alright, so our Bendix is a little sticky, but for the most part it seems like the starter works. Let's get some plug wires off, let's see what it does. So far we have Champion JL77 JC4s on all plugs. Judging by the writing, font I guess, probably pretty old. Yeah, they look fine. Bottom looks normal. Top looks a little less than normal. Middle, I'd say. All right, so we have 2 matching and 1 cleaner than the rest spark plugs. The other side. Looks fine. Old and used. Yeah. Middle a little different. Set that one in there. Re-gap that one later. All right, so these two are different from that one. So, yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily an issue, but it's notable. Compression gauge is in. Spark tester neon light thingy is in. Let's see what this does. Okay, no spark on bottom. What the heck? Getting less than 90 out of these two, but that's fine. So I'm barely spinning. Alright, something gives. Apparently this thing runs, but I'm not getting spark. Alright, the safety lanyard has been replaced with an on and off switch. Alright, we are getting spark, less than 90. Helps if you do this. Okay, no spark out of the top. Spark out of the bottom. Middle, sorry. Let's so we got two bad. These two aren't sparking. This is ridiculous. Now, these starters are generally fine until they're not. So, yeah, I don't know if more oil is going to help. But it ain't working now. Oh. So it's a stripped gear inside of the starter, I think. Because the gear reduction starter. Yeah, definitely needs a starter. Turn the flash on for you. Not available in wide lens. Okay, we'll get it off wide lens. I don't care. There we go. So we can see here we have a CDI Powerpack. You can tell just by the blue. But under there we also have a CDI timer base. That's a little concerning to me because what parts do they throw at it, try to get it to spark, and then why isn't it sparking now? The thing is, though, in my experience, when you have a CDI Powerpack come in and it's not firing on all cylinders, you put an OEM Powerpack in there and it starts working again. These, I don't want to knock CDI, but they don't seem to last as long. Now, that CDI timer base, that's not an option. You can only get that because they don't make or sell the OEM ones anymore. So CDI is sadly the only option, and it's $500. This is a little shy of $300, and this starter motor here, which we also need, is a little shy of $300 as well. So $1,100 in parts, maybe. It may not need a timer base, or it may not need a Powerpack. Further diagnostic is required, but either way, we're probably looking at about $1,000, $1,100 if it needs both of those. Might have a used one I can throw in there just for testing. We'll find out, but I don't have any more good V6 Powerpacks. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I messaged the guy, said, well, you probably need stuff. So we'll see what he says. All right, new starter has arrived. It's been a little while, about a week. So let's get that swapped. Got a whole bunch of little pieces here. Hello, new starter. Okay, let's get this ground back on. I was able to procure one of the last new in-box OEM Powerpacks. Put that bad boy on there. And yeah, that's going to kind of suck, but you know, whatever. It's just a lot of little wires and junk everywhere. So, no time like the present. Might as well get started. Yep, that's a lot of the wires. Alright, so okay, ignition is on, power pack has changed, the camera died, so you probably didn't see much of that. That kind of sucks. Let's see if we get ignition on cylinders again, and a starter. Alright, number 1 is firing, our starter is working. Firing. Let's check the bottom. Firing. Ooh, this is looking good so far. Spark. 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 Yay. Well, that's good. Okay, let's put some plugs in it, see if it starts. Okay, water's flowing. Let's see if it starts. Alright, well it starts smoking a bit, but I don't really care about that. What I noticed is the no water coming out. Alright, I got the lower off to look at the pump. Pretty straightforward on that one. Here's the cup and housing. You can see the grommet kind of, well, failed. This is a aftermarket housing. Over here we can see the water pump starting to chip and lose away. I'm pretty sure it's upside down too, because that O-ring's on top, not the bottom. But yeah, so we'll get it fixed. Let's try it again. Well, pumping. Good enough, I'd say.